Hey everyone, this is Brittany from Living a Balanced Life in Texas, and I am starting a little video series. It's going to be my poetry. I'm going to be reciting a poem and working on a journal page for an upcycled poetry book that I am going to give away at the end of the series. And Jupiter has decided he was going to help. Jupiter, have to move so that I can do this. Okay. You can go lay over here. Okay, so first off, let me show you some of the supplies I have. A pair of scissors, my Mod Podge, paintbrushes, paint, cardboard that I folded in half. This is going to be the cover. I'm going to do the cover in a separate video, but I wanted to go ahead and do my first poem. I have one piece of paper. This is just going to be like the base of the page, while and then I'll just add stuff onto it. And I'm going to do that for each poem. This is just going to be for the first set. It's already folded so that it'll fit, and trimmed so that it'll fit inside here. And then these are a page out of a magazine and some words out of a magazine that I'm going to trim down and put on here. Hey, who's in the way? Move over. So, as far as putting the poem on the actual page, I'm gonna have to probably get either some of my blank paper or some of my notebook paper, some type of paper to put on it before I put the poem down, because you want to be able to see it and read it. So I haven't decided on that yet, and I haven't decided if I'm going to type up the poem and then print it onto the paper, or hand write it, or hand stamp it with my little stamps. So before I get into doing this small little thing of putting paper to paper, I'm going to read my poem, and this one is titled Rain. I wrote this as a high school assignment for English class. We had to pick something in nature and write a poem about it. And then, of course, have certain, like, what do you call them? Things like metaphors, similes, things like that in the poem. So, rain. The heavenly scent as we breathe in, the sweet taste like a kiss in the spring. The hypnotic sound that sends us into dreams. The silky touch like satin sheets. And the breathtaking display of colors when it stops. What is it? It is the most wonderful, sensational, dramatic thing that exists. It is rain. When it rains, it washes away all the dirt and the hurt that is deep inside us. This is our spiritual cleansing cycle, also known as rain. I can't say that that's my actual very first poem, because I did write one, I think, in middle school with some friends. It was just kind of a random one. I don't know if I actually wrote it down or not, but if I can remember it, I'll probably tell it in another video. So, I'm just gonna let's see. This is gonna be the first page, so this will probably be a like a cover page, and then like an index page. So I want to do the first poem on this page. So what I want to do is I want to cut this down to fit on here. So I'm going to, I don't know where my ruler is, so I'm just going to use this and then cut it down smaller. So I'm going to do I want to do it right about here because I want the butterflies, some of the butterflies on here. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take my blades just to get it roughly cut out. Then this one, this side. In case y'all haven't noticed, I'm left-handed, so some of this, so my crafting may look weird. So, let's see if I can't. I have a little coffee bucket under the table. It's because I'm gonna, for scrap paper, because I will later on down the road use it in making homemade paper. So stick this in here on the side, line it up. So I can trim off the excess. Trim off the excess this way. Stop! Behave! I'm going to trim it just a little more. As you can see, he's just going to pop right down in the middle of my workspace. Hey, excuse you, sir. Apparently it's going to be a video of Jupiter and not my poems. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside for right now. So that I could glue this onto here. And I'm basically just using Mod Podge to glue on here. And my little paintbrush, which I need to wipe off because it has soapy water on it. And all I'm going to do is put a generous layer on this half. Okay, so for the giveaway, this is going to be US only. And the only really stipulations that I have are, you know, of course, watch the videos and comment on them. Please be a subscriber. That will help me with my social media engagement. So just, okay, so be a U.S. citizen, and then of course if you're watching the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you've done all of that. And if you share my video on, like, Facebook, Twitter, even Instagram, any social media, if you share it, comment that you shared, and I will check, and I will give you an extra entry for the whatever I'm gonna call it, my upcycled poetry art journal. I don't know. It's going to have all my poems in it. Right now I have about 16 poems, and I think there's like one little bitty like short story that's like maybe not even like a paragraph, I don't know. Paragraph like a half a page long. And I actually have a couple more poems that I have running in my head to write as well. Even if you don't want to enter, I would appreciate the comments. And if you have a suggestion for any type of video you'd like to see, like a topic or something, DIYs. Mostly my videos are DIYs. I do some reviews. I haven't done any in a while. And I also do like hauls from like the thrift stores, Dollar Tree, clearance, stuff from clearance that I buy. I haven't done those in a while because I haven't been out shopping. So yeah, will do random topics depending on, if I actually feel comfortable doing them or whatnot. I do have some requests in. I actually have an introduction video that I'm planning. I have a interview about my military experience that I have planned. And then this one is probably kind of dumb, but because I'm not really into fashion, but I have a video planned to try on all my clothes and get opinions on what I should keep and what I should get rid of. Basically, a cleaning out my dresser, closet type video, because I don't even wear half the stuff I have. Alright, so as you can see, there's the full page with the butterflies. I found this phrase in one of the magazines I cut out. It says naturally amazing. Let me trim it just a little bit. Jupiter's asleep in one of my drawers over here. It's my, I call it my paper drawer. It's got like some scrapbook paper in it. My binder with my stencils and stuff. I think I'm going to set this down here. I don't know if it's going to actually work though. Okay, I'm just going to put it at the very bottom here. My poem is kind of long, so it's probably going to end up covering most of the page unless I like print it out on some paper and then put it on. So I'm just going to stick that down there. Make sure the edges are sealed. I think you can see. Just like that. Just like that. And there is the first page for the first poem page. How would I say that? First poetry page. Like I said, I just need to decide how I'm going to put this poem onto here. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to have to still figure out how I want to put the pages in here. Like, do I want to punch holes in them like I did my greeting card journal and use string? Or do I just want to do some glue and then glue them in, like, in that way? Let me know in the comments what you think the way I should do it. Alright guys, here I am back for the second poem I'm going to do. I'm going to probably do about 4 poems since the first video clip seemed to be about 15 minutes. So about 15 minutes for each, and I want about an hour long video. So I'm going to do 4 poems in this video, and then 4 until I finish. So I'm going to go, see, I read green. I'm gonna skip this one. Let's see. So the next one is To Love or Not to Love. This was also a high school English assignment where we had to take the famous To Be or Not to Be and write our own version. So, here we go. To love or not to love, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the arrows and bow of Cupid, or to take arms against the sharp poisoned point, and be painfully harmed, to worship, to love no more, and by a sleep to put us in reverie, with infatuation burning deep within, the aspiration and wanting of truth, to experience the sensation of veritable admiration, to be perfect harmony with another and not be absent. But what is this so-called love? It is to relinquish our sovereignty, to put off our self-reliance, for us to please our other half, and to forfeit our dreams and rights. As we take on their name, and as we become known as their property, we lose all ability to be ourselves as individuals, and to do as we please, when we please. We become isolated from the others and sink into seclusion, where we yearn to be adored once again. So this one is more than a page long. So when I go to stamp it or type it, I'm going to want some room. So I decided, let's set that to the side, that what I was going to do is I went ahead and I took pages and put them together. So basically 2 pages folded in half, and then I just glued it onto the previous one. That way it gets a little bit of stability for gluing stuff on. So for this one, To Love or Not to Love, I think I'm going to kind of center this piece that I found. Maybe just the top part. No, the bottom. Well, most of the. And then I'll find something to cover up some of the extra space. So, first I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this on first. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and glue it closer to this side. And then like that. Alright. I'm going to put some Mod Podge down, since that's what I'm using for glue. Jupiter went into the living room, so he won't be in this section of the video. So, is anyone watching write poetry? Or like poetry? Well, I'm assuming y'all might like poetry if you're watching this. If you write poetry, what type of poetry do you write? Mine's kind of a mix. I have a lot of dark stuff. I did go through some really down times, and actually writing poetry really helped me. And then I like to do ones about nature. I have one about the chakras, which I'm gonna have to finish it before I do that video on that one. I just have some random ones that I did. I had friends give me topics and I wrote on those. I don't know, I just like poetry. It helps me get thoughts out of my head. Got that side glued down. I'm just gonna do I have a favorite poet? I do. I love Edgar Allan Poe. Now, my favorite poem, I mean, it's kind of cliche, but I would think, I think it's The Raven. I also like Annabelle Lee. I've actually written poems for friends. See, I'm gonna set that to the side. I'm gonna see which piece I want to add to this. I don't think I have. Let's see what I got cut out already. Let's see. Add some more. This is for the cover. Blended makes it better. Alright guys, so my video cut off again while I was in the middle of putting together the pages. So let me go back and show you what I did. I glued this down and then I added another little piece here. I'm just going to leave that like that for now. If I find any more anything to add to it, then I will go back and do that later. And like I said, I'm going to go back on later to do the actual poem on here. So I'm going to set this down and I'm going to read the next poem. This one is called Love Is, and it was written October 20th of 17. Love is not pretty words and flowers. Love is cuss words and fighting. Love is not adoration or worship. Love is jealousy and frustration. Love is messy and is fucked up. Love is only worthy to those who fight the pain and heartache. Love is only worthy to those who don't give up at the first sign of trouble. I don't really have anything to add to the reason behind this poem. I'm just going to go in and create the page for it, and then we'll move on to the last poem of this video and its page, and then wrap it up for this episode of the poetry series. I just cannot think today. Okay, so let me pause this to see why people are buzzing me. Alright, so I have a dictionary that I've been using pages out of. So I found the one that actually has love on it. So I am going to excuse me, grab my highlighter. Run it real quick. Okay, that was a waste of going over there. I'll find something to. Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Actually, I have my ink pad, and I got a little bitty paintbrush, and I'm gonna do, and I'll highlight it with paintbrush. Okay, maybe not. I'm gonna try. Okay, well, there. So, actually, the definition of love is, it's a noun, a strong feeling of affection for someone or something. 2, a passionate affection for another. 3, the person eliciting such affection, sweetheart. 4, intent is a score of 0. Well, let's see, verb, tense, to feel devotion toward, to feel love. Okay, so we're just going to take that, and I think I'm going to, scissors, just going to trim off the edge here. I like my edges clean and not ripped looking. I'm going to keep an eye on the time on the video so it doesn't cut off on me. So I think I'm going to do it at the top corner, and then I will do the poem down towards this, towards the bottom or whatever. So let me get my speak this to the side for a second. I'm just gonna go back and forth here with the Mod Podge. Alright, and then stick this on here. Try to line it up as close to the edge as possible. So that top and down the side. Obviously not going to be perfect on the side. So there we go. I kind of want to put some of these flowers here at the bottom. That. Maybe trim this one. Maybe this way. Lining it up that one. That. See if there's any other ones real quick that I can do. Actually, I'll just leave it like that for now. So, I'm going to go on to the next point. Alright guys, sorry my video cut out again. I'm going to work on making sure that doesn't happen in the future. So the last video clip was the love one. What was it? Love is, and that one was this page right here with the dictionary page with the highlight of love and the flowers on the bottom. And then the last poem of this set is called Lost Love, and it was written on July 23rd of 18, and it goes like this. My sun rises and sets, pyramid, sphinx, the Nile. My heart rises and sets upon a time past. The ancients call to me to remember of lost love. So for its page, because of it has an Egyptian feel to it, you know, the pyramids, the Sphinx, the Nile. I found this page in a Reader's Digest book that had a story in it called Sphinx. Just got lucky with that. I mean, it wasn't something I went searching for. And then I have this page in it that has a map of Egypt. And I'm going to probably add some more to it. I don't know yet. But that's where that poem is going to go. And then, of course, you know, I'm going to have to... Oh, that's sticking together. Okay. I'm going to go back in to fix that. But then this for the next one. So far, that's what I have. And these are just in... like this. I'm going to work on the cover, and I'm going to do a cover page and a content page, and then, you know, continue on with the poems. I'll add more pages, and then once I get each individual page done, I'm going to go back and probably I'm going to type up the poems and print them out so I can adjust the color of the font and the size of the font to fit on the pages. I may go back and add in little more touches to it depending on what I find as I'm going through and doing the rest of the poems. I believe... What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else because it got cut out. Oh, so I want to give a shout out to my regular subscribers, the ones who actually participate on, you know, the live chats and commenting and liking and sharing my videos up until now. First off is my friend Steven Rose. My friend Steven's girlfriend Samantha, username Cricket Drone, and then one of our YouTube friends, Veronica. So thank y'all for watching and participating, and I will see y'all on the next set.